Okay guys, Dan Fan 12 here. So my camera's good and stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna make a review of this. This is the Neocube. Although the store that I got it from didn't call it Neocube, they called it Buckyballs. But I don't care. So anyway, it came in a box, but this isn't the box. Sorry, Xavier. This isn't the box it came in. It actually came in a bigger box, and it had this box inside. And inside this box was the cube. Alright, so is this good? You'll have to watch and find out. Alright, so real quick here, size. It's really the magnet. It's this is it's a 6x6 cube made completely out of magnets. So yeah, size comparison. Here's a 3x3 Rubik's cube, and it's really tiny. As you can see, it's ridiculous. Here's a Sheng Xiao 2x2, Ghost Hand 2x2, whatever you want to call it, and it's not even. This is V-Cube 6, and it's not even that. It's like less than 3 layers of it. Alright, so, stickers. Obviously, it does not have any stickers on it, as you can see. And if you try to sticker it, I can't imagine trying to sticker this. It'd probably be like worse than the subatomic cube. So yeah, that's a downside of this. You can't even sticker it. So how are you supposed to use it? Alright. So on to turning. Outer layers. As you can see, it's not really. Oh crap. Sorry. And it's not really turning at all. Second layer isn't turning at all either. And third layer, none of these layers are doing anything here. And if you try to force it too hard, the whole thing will fall apart on you. It's a really bad cube. I really don't understand why people like this. But yeah. So corner cutting. I can't really measure that because it doesn't turn. So let's go on to pops and lockups. Alright. No. This is a V-Cube. And you can see it has some lockups. This is modded. Back when it wasn't modded, it locked up a whole lot more and it popped a whole lot more. And now it just locks up some and it pops some. It's kind of clicky. And that V-Cube is a bajillion times better than this thing is for lockups and pops. This cube is always locked up. It can't turn. And if you try to turn it, this is where pops come into play. When it pops, it explodes and the whole thing falls apart. Now I'm going to show you that in a minute. So, bottom line, what's wrong? Is this cube worth it? No. Why? Because it sucks. It's a piece of garbage. And if you try to turn it, it doesn't turn, and it doesn't corner cut, it pops, it locks up, and it explodes. It just doesn't turn. This is not a good idea. So, this is what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and go to what happens if you try to turn it. That happens. And you have to spend so much time trying to fix it that it's ridiculous. See, I'm not even close. I must admit, it does take a bit less time than like assembling a V-Cube or something, but you might have to try several times before you actually get it to work, and it's really frustrating and it hurts your fingers. But why would you want to put it back together? It's just horrible. So this is just a big long string of magnets here, and so I don't know why anybody would want this, because it's terrible. Do not purchase a Neocube 6x6 because it doesn't turn. If you try to turn it, this'll happen. Then you can't, because why would you want to play with this? I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm just gonna assemble this in this video here. So how to assemble it is, of course, you get it into these three. So what you're doing is you try to split it into thirds, as you get it into one big line, and then you split it into thirds like this. Then you put the thirds together like that. And this split, and you want to split this end here like that, so that it's however many, and then you want to count off to 6 here, and then just put this over itself. Do this again. You just gotta count to 6 here. Next one. And you kind of have to press the magnets together a little while you're doing these steps, just because, yeah, you don't want to spend a lot of hard work for nothing. Oh crap. Like this. Like that. Yeah. You see, this is why I don't like it. It's frustrating to put together. It always falls apart when you try to turn it, and if it does fall apart, it's hard to put back together, and you might mess up putting it back together, and it's just not worth it. But I am going to get the assembly on video here, so that you know just how frustrating it is. Again, try to split it into thirds as best as you can when you first try to put it together. So, and once you do that, it should look something like this, and you'll have all this at the end, and then you'll just keep doing this. Here. This little thing. And then you put them together like this. I want to kind of squeeze these, and then you split it here, so it looks like that. Any way that you can think of to get it to look like this, then you can do that. Now, I'm going to count off to 6 each time you do this. And you don't have to count off to 6 every time. You can just put you can just fold this part over each time. Last one, and then my Neocube will be assembled. And there you go. The Neocube is assembled, although I don't know why you'd want one. So that's the Neocube. Just, don't get it. It sucks. Yeah. Disappointing.